Hey guys, it's Steve from Valor Replicas. I wanted to do a quick movie tonight, a quick video, a quick live video, and do a quick show and tell of a few of the prop replicas from my collection that I think are really cool. And what's cool about these, I'm going to show you four of them. What's cool about them is they're all replicas built off of an actual historic item. Filmmakers will oftentimes base a prop with a historic item to put you in a specific time frame of a film, or to kind of do the opposite, to pull you out of a film. They'll bring something in that doesn't really visually make sense in the universe that they're filming. And I have examples of both. And what's cool is when you want to create a really spot on replica of those props, you really want to find the actual historic item that the filmmaker used. And that's what the four things are that I have to show you here tonight. So the first thing, in the Marvel Avengers films, Captain America is often seen flipping open his World War II compass. And when he has to make a tough decision, he looks on the inside and he's actually consulting a picture of his girlfriend from back in the war. And that compass is a very specific 1942 compass that was used exclusively during the war for American soldiers. So to create this replica, I found the actual 1940s W and LE Gurley lensatic compass that they gave out to troops. So on eBay, I was able to find this, and then I was able to create a newsprint image of his girlfriend, and it's super cool. Again, I love stuff like this because this thing could have been carried by a soldier during World War II. There's a story behind it. The second thing I want to show you is this. So Shawshank Redemption is one of my favorite films, and Andy Dufresne, the hero in there, hides a small rock hammer on the inside of a Bible that he was given by the warden, and he hides it. I love this. He hides it at the opening page of Exodus. And to create this particular replica, I found the actual 1944 Philadelphia King James Bible that was used in the film. So what that allowed me to do is not only have a sort of an authentic period piece for the Bible, but because it's exactly the piece that was used for the film, I was able to like literally screen match the exact outline of this hammer cut, where the little rock hammer comes out to what, because again, like the lettering and everything that's at the inside matches what's in the screen. So again, it's a really, really beautiful piece there. Probably the most famous example of this comes from Star Wars, which is this, the Skywalker lightsaber. So the cool story behind this is when George Lucas and his designers were trying to come up with what does a lightsaber look like the most iconic weapon in film, they didn't know, and they couldn't find anything that felt in universe. And a lot of what George Lucas was doing was building pieces and guns and ray guns and ship parts out of salvage and things that he was finding in junk stores. And one of the designers came across this piece, which is a 1940s flash handle. So whenever you saw like in old-timey movies somebody with a press camera and they're flashing a big flash and taking pictures, this is an example of one of those flash handles that was holding a big flash bulb. This was found in an antique store in a parts bin, and they probably paid $1 or $2 for it. And to turn it into the iconic lightsaber, they added this little tiny piece of plastic from a calculator and these rubber grips. Because no one was that familiar with what this thing was in universe, this became something else entirely different. So again, what has now become one of the most iconic pieces of film was a piece of scrap that somebody found. And finally, another great story is this guy. I love this. This is beautiful. So in the mid 1960s, when they were doing the design for the upcoming I Dream of Jeannie show, the designers at the time, one of them in particular, was tasked with coming up with what does Jeannie's bottle look like. And he didn't want to do sort of a traditional genie bottle like Lawrence of Arabia kind of a thing, like a little, he wanted something that was unique, and couldn't find it, was really stressing about it. And legend has it that at Christmas time he was at the end of his rope and he stopped by a liquor store to pick up some booze for a Christmas party later in the night, and he came across this piece, which is a 1964 Jim Beam bottle that was put out for the holidays. It was all just green. He did all the painting on this to turn into something, but so to create this replica off eBay, thank you eBay, I was able to find the 1964 Jim Beam Holiday Edition whiskey bottle. I love these kind of prop replicas because not only do you get so insanely close to what the actual replica actually is, you're literally building it on the same foundation that the filmmakers did, but I love that these things have a story. I mean, all of these items are anywhere from 60 to 80 years old. They've got 60 to 80 years of a story before I put this story into it as a replica. This thing, it has a smell to it. It feels like something that's antique and old. And to me, that adds to the character of the piece in a way that something that I would make from scratch doesn't have. So thank you. I just wanted to share those. So have a good night.